Here we go. So yes, I will try to use capturage in a good way this time. I noticed the message of Marathon, which was sick watching the way I use capturage, zooming and de-zooming.
Yeah, people are not used to it. Used to the choppy old AOC.
Yeah.
Without zoom. But I'm pretty sure Marathon's comment was good.
Yep.
There's a good and wrong way to use everything.
Oh, look at the blue lumber camp, which is definitely not great.
Nope.
Of course, it
One
did.
tree.
Yeah, it did find a tree very close from the TC. Oh, green. Same for green, man. Ah no, it's an okay. It's an house. I was scared. And
Yeah, I'm
gray.
looking around to.
Yeah, gray did build its lumber camp very close from the berries.
Yeah, hopefully there's not a lot of crowding for beginner.
Mhm.
Yep, all the other ones look good for beginner.
Yeah, fortunately. Let's see if Blue managed to build a second lumber camp at time before starting to mass the farms.
Yes, I think if you do it right, you should get 2 lumber camps in the Dark Age, but we'll see. Not everyone does that.
Yeah.
So beginners got Aztecs and Celts on the flank, and then Cyan has Aztecs and Mayans on the flank.
Okay.
I'm not sure which I prefer. Which ones do you think is better?
Well, Aztec is pretty good in any position, I would say. Well, I think that it depends on the strategy selected by the AI concerning the Meso civilizations. For an AI which used to boom as pocket, Aztec is really strong. And
yeah,
I used to notice that Aztec is a bit better than the Mayan at booming in general. But I don't remember what is the strategy of Cyan as Meso in as pocket. I'm not sure it's gonna boom anyway. It would go for maybe for Eagle's Red, I think. And
yeah, it might. We'll see. I know that it in 1v1 it usually goes for a skirmisher.
yep,
Flash.
yep. And it's exactly what's gonna happen with red and orange in this game, of course. 2 outer run for both of them.
If you look in Red's town, beginner has a scout attacking the house. Now he's running away.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, we've
If you
got...
find one of the houses closest to the left red lumber camp, you can see one was hurt a little bit.
Okay.
That's not behavior I'd expect. Usually house is not the best target. You want to attack villagers instead.
Yeah, that's right.
So it looks like the Britons, they built a stable, so maybe as pocket the Britons will go knights. That's something good to see if that's true.
Yep. None of the Cyan is bugging in this game, that's a good point.
Alright, looks like we got an attack from orange coming soon. It looks like orange is going towards blue.
That's right. Question is, did it find its closest enemy?
I'm looking at orange's point of view, it has found teal, so
yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it did fine. It did find its opponent. And this is a massive attack. Red and orange are actually aggressing blue. So it's gonna
Maybe
hurt.
that's the point, having to attack at once.
Yep. Okay, blue is going for fast castle, eagles. It will need some support from green, of course. Green which goes for outer range and crossbows. Interesting. As Mayan. Well,
Pretty much the same thing as Britain's.
yep. This is right. And I would say that he has an interesting army composition with those scouts, which can hurt a lot an army composed with skirmishers. That should help. And this is interesting because in fact beginners used to attack the same opponent. All versus one ally. It looks like they all are attracted by blue, both sides.
Yep, looks like Beginner's helping out his ally, so that's good to see.
Yeah.
Now they're moving to attack red. Alright, so we got some green crossbows. Red has defended with skirmishers.
Yeah, that should help.
There's a lot of beginner units in Red's town right now. We'll see how it goes. At the same time, we've got orange attacking again.
Yeah, that's right, I saw it. Well, red managed to defend pretty well with these skirmishers. Despite the fact that it was 1 versus 2.
Yep, I bet that comes down to the defender's advantage, of course, but also having the right unit to counter.
Yeah, well, I think that's
I don't know. That was probably just luck.
Going full crossbows with the both pockets is definitely not a good idea. At this point I would say that green and grey probably need some knights. Of course not green can't train knights, but knights from the Breton could be good. Well, the score is clearly at the advantage of Cyan actually.
Looks like purple's got a castle going up near blue.
Yes.
Yellow got one up as well.
Yes, it's a castle push with yellow and purple at this point. Blue does have maybe some problems. Look at the farms, not that many.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably because the wood was really exposed. And it looks like it, yes, remember that it was the eye which had an issue with the first lumber camp. Of course it doesn't help.
Yep. Probably needs to build a lumber camp on the back wooded area. But it doesn't have the width to do that either.
Maybe it does have some restriction, like after having built 2 lumber camps, maybe there is a big delay for a third one. And blue is already out of the game.
Alright, 3v4. Cyan's giving beginner time to build up a defense, though.
Yeah. And orange is already researching the Imperial in a pretty decent time, regarding the fact that it was flank, but it was never attacked by anyone.
It was attacked at one point by most of the beginner, but the defense was pretty good.
Yeah. And it it's booming with actually 4 TCs. Okay. Well, Grey has spearmen, knights, crossbows, and men at arms.
Spearmen are not going to do a lot of damage. Or the men at arms.
Yeah, I think that you just need some elite skirmishers to counter this army composition from Grey. And yeah, red, purple, orange, all are pushing green actually. Well, of course, orange is eventually pushing Grey, it looks like. It's not focusing teal for some reason.
Yeah, that is curious. I wonder if they just all attack the same player.
Yeah. It does work in
Grey
this
does
game.
Grey does have the lowest score, so maybe it's target the weakest player.
Oh yes, maybe. That might be the reason. And almost the whole Cyan are already in Imperial Age. Red is close to be Imperial. And they will have great kill ratio at this point of the game. Well, I would say that it was one-sided. And the score is actually 1-1. The 2 versus 2 is gonna be really decisive.
So what do you think Beginner should have done in this game?
Play better,
Maybe
maybe?
push with some more knights.
Yeah, yeah. Going crossbows from green made sense because it was Mayan, but I think that Grey should have gone for something else. Knights, of course, to have a good combination with the units. And of course, going pure crossbows can't work against Cyan, which has elite skirmishers as almost its most trained
Primary
units.
unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like Beginner really countered Cyan's army at all. Just skipped and trained the same units over and over. None of them made it to Imperial range either.
Okay, so Beginner probably resign soon. That's interesting because Cyan definitely need to win this set against Beginner, definitely, because it does actually have 1 point while Beginner had 2 points before this set. And in case Beginner win against Cyan, Cyan is probably gonna be eliminated. So the 2 versus 2 is gonna be really important for Cyan, and it does have the potential to win. I just hope that it won't have the same issues than in the first game.
Yep, let's hope so. I haven't seen it bug too much.
So do you realize that your game is gonna come pretty soon now?
Yep, I saw the schedule on the screen.
Well,
Yeah.
General versus
I got an
Frontier.
update posted earlier this morning, so hopefully it does well.
Okay, yes, I will check if I do have the good version, of course. Just before starting it, I'm pretty sure that I already did download it, but I want to be 100% sure, of course. So first we've got the 2 versus 2. It will be Aztec plus Britain. Let me check if we've got someone complaining about the sound. Everything is fine. Hello Milan, you're welcome. Hello French Vipers fan. I assume that you're French.
Yeah, you guys got something in common.
Okay, so let's go for the third game. I will change the score, just forgot it. 1-1. Recently, I would say that maybe the most of the last game I casted, the score was 3-0. This time it's closer between those two AIs. That's fine. So let me know if you're in.
Yep, it's coming up for me.
Of course, I agree, Marathon. That was fast because beginner has very good resign rules, I would say. That helps a lot. But what I dislike with the resign rules from beginner is the fact that it can resign when it does have some villager and or one TC in team games. So it can be a problem because it's always possible to reboom for an AI with good allies.
Yep, just build the town center in your friend's base and build up. At some point I'll be adding that to general.
Okay.
One of the many things. Someday.
That's pretty important.
Yes, especially for these kind of matches.
Exactly.
Maybe I'll add it during the Davis Cup. There's a lot of things that I want to just write again from scratch. It's kind of getting to that point when I add a new feature to my AI, then it messes up something else. So you got to go in and clean up the code. But I might add in town center stuff because that will help in the Davis Cup.
Yeah, sounds great. I remember so many games in the previous Davis Cup in which an AI rebooming could make the difference in late game, especially with Promi. The flank being killed quite easy but didn't resign and couldn't reboom, and Promi could come back many times against aggressive AIs like Tribal, like some others. In this game we've got...
I bet those are some of the best matches.
Yep. We've got Aztec versus Breton each side.
Lumber camps all look good this time.
Yeah, fortunately, that should help. Well, the green lumber camp could have been in a better position, but we can't blame the AI for this. That's always hard to detect what is going to be the best forest. Oh, we've got second lumber camp in a good position for green anyway. In the back.
Yes.
What is your favorite civilization between Breton and Aztec?
I think my favorite is Britons. I always, just like everyone else, when they're starting out, they just made an army of 200 longbowmen and killed the enemy. That's always fun. The Britons are pretty unique that way. Yeah. But Aztecs, I think, are probably the favorites here, just as they are in pretty much every AI.
Yeah. Well, many AIs picking civilization used to pick Aztec.
Yeah, I think they still do. Yeah, and then for the general, I started out with Koreans, which is like the exact opposite.
Yeah, that's right.
But it quickly became a random civ AI. Most of the civilizations just do the same thing. Looks like we got an attack coming from red.
Yeah, that's right. This time Cyan could build its military building at times, so of course it should help. I think that...
Yeah, green doesn't have enough farms, it looks like.
Oh yeah.
It's got like 20 foragers collecting berries.
That's right. For some reason it doesn't have wood, despite the fact that it delays the farms, and it does have a lot of villagers on the lumber camp.
Interesting. It's building a whole bunch of houses at once.
Yellow does have a good tower that would help, because it looks to be the target of the both of the enemies.
Yeah, it looks like Beginner was trying to attack yellow, but it keeps on backing up and going somewhere else.
Yeah, red is coming back on green, and maybe it can get the benefits of the hill.
If only it was easier to detect elevation.
Yep. I don't know if those AIs can detect it, actually.
I think there is a command like if get the elevation of this tile, but it's hard to use that. This is only one specific point.
Yeah, it's something I added to Tribal last year, and
Nice.
yeah, it does work in sometimes, I would say. That helps, of course.
So it looks like Beginner successfully defending from the attacks.
Yeah, definitely. Both of them offering here an opportunity to counterattack, and this time red is gonna be the target.
We're seeing something that we never see in AI battles, skirmishers attacking skirmishers.
Well, unfortunately, in the Davis Cup 4, we didn't see Tribal versus Maillard, which are the two using the most the skirmishers. Oh, look at this green. Does green help blue actually? It looks like.
Yeah, it looks like they got some good team coordination.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't know that Beginner added some coordination with the eyes. That's a really good point. And of course, yellow is gonna lose its whole army here. And Beginner is actually taking the lead. Maybe because...
Yeah, Cyan's gotta work to get ahead here. It's a critical match for it.
Well, but red can actually damage a lot the green player. +2 defense for the eagles. That can do a lot.
Yeah. That's what Cyan needs, is some melee units.
Yeah, I'm not convinced by those archers and skirmishers. And for some reason red doesn't target them immediately. Okay, it's doing actually the job. Supported with elite skirmishers. And green is going for men at arms.
Interesting. Maybe countering the eagles.
Yep, of course. It's attempting to build a third blacksmith. No blacksmith, barrack I mean. But I'm scared that it's actually losing his militia one by one. And actually yellow does have some nice.
Blue's got some eagle warriors, so those might do well against the knights. Good enough anyway.
And once again we can notice that Cyan looks to manage to be better in Castle Age. Once again, the score is increasing for Cyan.
I think the key here is that green is down on villager population.
Yeah, and
well below all the other players.
It does hold too many TCs, I think. It should keep the wood to build way more farms.
Yeah. Yeah, that balance is hard to figure out. When do you build TCs to try to boom up, and when do you use them for farms? When do you use them for military units?
Yeah.
Lots of choices. And a lot harder for AIs to make than humans.
But I think that there are some basics to keep in mind. For example, if you want to train villagers continuously in a TC, of course you need like 6 farms per TC. So if you got 3 TCs, you need 18 farms. That's something which makes sense.
You got some mangonels from red countering. Green is trying to counter with the ram, but it got killed.
Yeah, it's maintaining the pressure pretty well.
Looks like Cyan is able to garrison his rams.
Yep. That's a pretty good point. And we've got some jaguars. That way green doesn't have anything to counter actually.
But blue's coming on the way to defend. See how that goes. But
yeah.
I think green might be crippled too far at this point.
Yeah, definitely. And
both
red,
the Cyan players are
red is
ahead in villager population. There goes the main TC for green.
It's interesting to notice that red goes for Garland Wars before Elite Eagles Warriors.
Right.
That's something definitely not usual. And green is dead, blue is all alone. And under pressure by yellow.
Blue's still trying to help out green, or was. I think he finally decided to stop.
Yep.
Wow, red's greedy with that town center right by green. Trying to catch that gold.
Yeah, that's right.
We got some rams right on blue's main TC.
Do you know if any AI does build a TC close to the farm of its opponent to steal the farms? I don't know if even Barbarian does it.
Well, it could be difficult. I know that my AI will delete its farms that are not close enough to a TC or a mill, just to, if you use idle farms in your farm rules to build farms, which is not always the best idea. Either way, the AI might delete its own farms if they're not by a TC, so they're not going to be able to be claimed by another player. Now that I think about it, deleting the farms might not be the best idea.
Yeah.
Because that's what my AI does.
At this point, blue should resign soon.
Can you catch flying rocks? The Cyan player. I'd say this game came down to the beginner not switching to Castle Age soon enough and not building it up from there.
Yep.
Looks like Yellow's wanting to train an army of rams.
I think that there are some issues with the escrow for red, which does have a lot of resources, but it doesn't have elite eagles warriors. And
yeah, I wonder if that's a bug or if it's an escrow. Could just be conditions for research in Eagle Warrior. Not sure.
well,
But it is fun clicking on the Eagle Warrior and seeing 4+11 attack.
Yep. But look at the farms. I think that it was an escrow issue.
Yeah.
The number of farms was decreasing. Same for maybe for yellow. I don't know.
All right. Well, Cyan kept himself within the tournament.
Yep.
So it should be exciting to see who wins that division.
Yep. We will check.
Like there's
we will check the
Arabian
brackets.
Nights and Khanate are the other ones in the bracket.
Yep. We are here at the group in the group I. We will have Cyan versus Arabian Nights, Jackylin versus Beginner as the third round of this group. But there is one game left, Jackylin versus Arabian Nights, which is going to be really interesting. Hard to say who is going to win in this group. Of course, the scores are really close.
If I had to put money on it, I'd put the Khanate and then Cyan being the top two.
Yeah, maybe.
The Arabian Night is good 1v1, but in the other two matches is probably the easier opponent to beat, and so Cyan should get some points against Arabian Night. But the Khanate can be quite difficult.
Yeah, that's right.
Beginner.
Yeah, Beginner used to be really interesting in early ages, but it looks to be a bit buggy in late game. So of course, I think that Jackylin definitely need to stay around and to keep working on Beginner, which is really promising. So we've got our first set finished tonight.